Welcome back to Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. Last time we killed a Tetsukabra and got access to the 3-star rank. This time we'll be going to the villages and seeing what they want to give us. Probably quests. Lots and lots of quests. We'll talk to the quest girl real quick. She's gonna tell us I'm gonna look at 3-star. This is where things get interesting. She wants to give us a quest. Go through this. We get some more monsters. We get like a quest for 2 Great Macau, stuff like that. And a bunch of new monsters, which I think we have to fight all of the new ones right now. So that's what we'll be doing, but first, we're gonna go around to the villages and get the requests. First up is Kokoto. Go talk to the elder here. He wants us to fight a Kut-Ku, Yian Kut-Ku. Go to Unikomo next. I think she wants us to fight maybe a bull drone? Maybe. No, a royal Ludroth. And I think maybe she wants us to fight a Baganga. I don't remember. No, it's a Khezu. Okay. She wants us to fight a Khezu. So what we're going to do is take on those 3 quests today. So the first one we'll be doing is a Yian Kut-Ku. We're going to walk up to the quest girl and go find that quest real quick. I think it's going to be called Local Threat. There it is. You can go eat. Again, just look for Hurler. If they don't have Hurler, then something like Defender would work. There's Defender. So we'll take Defender. If you can't find anything, I think Rider is a guaranteed skill. Not guaranteed to activate, mind you, just guaranteed to have a chance. Alright, so this quest takes place in the Verdant Hills, and we're gonna head on over. I do not know what that area is called. It's just a long, skinny area. We're gonna take a left here from Area 1 into Area 8. It's probably Area 9. Okay. It's going up. Alright, so we're gonna go through here. Again, just follow the pink dot. Here we are fighting a Yian Kut-Ku. This is your first flying wyvern. I don't think it's actually a flying wyvern. It's a bird wyvern. He winds up there. It's not an actual roar. He just kind of growls at you. Got a little bite there he's liking to do. I think the best hit zone for this guy is his wings. Oh, that or his head. He also has a decent tail hit zone, and I think you can cut his tail off. We're not going to try for that, though, because we don't really need tail parts. We're going to just throw our boomerangs at him until we get piercing boomerangs. This guy likes to charge a lot, so don't overcommit to your attacks, because he can do instant charges, and he can do little pecks like that, too. Just stay quick. He's got a little fireball there. A little wind press attack he'll jump back and do. Another fireball. Again, just don't get too greedy like I did right there. Should be fine. And even if you do get greedy, he doesn't hit very hard. He's gonna hit me. Oh. And stun me. Stun if you get hit. Oh my goodness. Okay, if you get hit enough times in a row, you will be stunned. When you're stunned, you can't move. You have to mash to get out of it. Now you can mash, or you can rotate the control sticks. The fastest way to get out of it is doing a combination of both. I like to do the left thumbstick and just rotate between the A, B, X, and Y buttons. Got enough for big boomerangs now. Shouldn't have charged that there. He's going to hit me again. Just being very greedy. I'm not respecting him. Don't really have to. It's a Yian Kut-Ku. They're not very dangerous. Go boomerangs at him. Just kind of evade around him. Again, he's not the fastest thing. The only time he can get you is if you overcommit to something. Do a little back up there. That lets me get some boomerangs in. Overcommitted. Got charged. He's mad now, I think, because he did his fireball spitting. Or not. I guess he's not mad. But he'll do a little charge where he shoots out fireballs off to the side. If you hit his legs enough time, he'll trip. His legs are in a good hit zone though, so I wouldn't recommend it. We got the mount off here, and he got mad too. You'll know if he gets mad if he just kind of throws a little tantrum. Gonna do some tail swaps and stuff. I'm not gonna hold on here, so we were close enough to the goal. I did cut it pretty close. Probably not the smartest idea on my part. We're gonna use some boomerang spins. Probably gonna get up now, so I'll aim these upward, trying at his wings. Lead your shot with your boomerangs because they are pretty slow. I got hit with a fireball. So if you get hit by a fireball, much like the ice blight I talked about earlier, fire blight drains your health. You can put it out by rolling a few times. I think you have to do it 5 times for a cat, but for hunters you only have to evade 3 times. Get out of his way. I think Lance also has to do it 5 times since it can hop. That's only with the weapon sheath though. I think he's leaving the area because he's kind of doing that weird thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and try and head him off wherever he decides to head to. Just keep an eye on that pink dot and see where he flies. He's going completely in the wrong direction. Okay. So we're going to go into area 10. You can see which area the monster is if your map is zoomed in by the little yellow highlight by the number. I'm going to go ahead and fight him again. Need to apply my boomerangs. Again, don't overcommit because he will get you. Got to flinch off that, so I'm going to move in a little closer and charge my boomerangs. And you'll notice I don't charge my boomerangs very much. It is decent enough damage, better damage than just tossing them outright, but tossing them outright gets them out quicker. Getting them out quicker means you can evade quicker. He's just gonna kind of get stagger locked here. Again, hit those wings, they're the best for cutting. I think blunt is the head. But we're not using a blunt weapon right now, since our best weapons aren't blunt. Just gonna keep wailing on him. Got hit by that. Probably should have evaded left. He's exhausted now, so he's just gonna kind of sit there. So we're gonna charge our boomerangs and hit those wings. He's gonna get his head stuck in the ground. I think he's gonna eat a conchu. Maybe. Now, if you look at his ears, they're folded down. The reason they're folded down is because he's fixing to die. This is the same for another monster that's very similar to him. This means that you can capture him if you have any traps, because that's his low health threshold. We're just going to try and finish him off. Keep him flinching. He's going to turn around, try and shoot a fireball. Again, elemental attacks don't usually work if they're exhausted. Try and do a forward spin here. He's going to try and limp away. He's going to get away because I missed that boomerang. Yeah, he got away that time. I think they were invincible whenever they're changing zones. Or at least they'll take damage, but they won't die from any hit. They'll just go down to 1 health. So I'm going to take a guess and say, never mind, he's coming to this area. Thought he would have went to the den area, but I guess not. Try and be ready for him. Watch where the shadow is. He's so close to death now. Wouldn't be surprised if one attack finishes him. Also, I'm mad now, so that's pretty good. And that's it. Yeah, he was only 1 away from health, or death. Alright, we're going to curve this guy. Also, something, you know, I didn't equip that, or I equipped it last time, but I unequipped the, Cobra equipment. I do not like the look of it. I think Kut-Ku has the same defense values on his equipment, but he does have a green sharpness weapon, I'm pretty sure. and it has fire element, which is good for cats. Not very useful right now, but it can be useful in a little bit. So I'll meet you back at the hub after I've checked all the cats again. Alright, so this is the first one I found. Looks really good. It has big boomerangs and soothing roll. Also has health farm, but I don't really want to use that very much. Also, it has boomerang pro. Don't like the skill layout on this one. At least the pattern. It's a B and then all C's. So it's not great, but we're gonna hire him anyway. Throw him back. And then I'll go back to checking. Okay, so I went ahead and did a couple of more things. Number one, I went ahead and gave the Cabra equipment to my new Palico that I just hired. Also, something I forgot to do was give my friend here the jaggy knife. Wherever it's at. There it is. Give our first cat the jaggy knife. I did give, I think his name's Texas. Texas there the Hellthorn ability, I think. I'm pretty sure. Hold on, let me check. Texas. Yeah, gave him Hellthorn and I gave him Boomerang Pro. Not gonna be very useful for right now, but I do want him gaining levels. So it's gonna be just fine. Talk to the Cockatoo Chief. Give us some academy points, and he's gonna give us another quest to go get some wyvern eggs. We're not gonna do that right now though. We're gonna go to Poke. Alright, now that we're in Poke, we're going to go ahead and take that quest that the quest granny gave us. I can find it. Not Royal Spectate. That's the other one. Shadow in the Mountains. Khezu. Something I also forgot, since we are fighting Khezu, I'm going to go ahead and grab a cat with Shock Trap. We have one. At least I'm pretty sure we do. We're going to take Texas off. Find the one with Shock Prison. Put it on. I'm not even going to give him equipment. He just has to come along on the hunt. Now we're going to go ahead and take that quest. And Khezu's a pretty tough guy. He's not anything to be, or to underestimate, I should say. So we'll get into it. I'm gonna go ahead and eat. See if I can't find anything good. Doesn't look like it. There's Defender Low. I guess I'll take Defender Low. Also, I tried to check the Kut-Ku equipment, but we have to have a Humble Scrap, and I do not remember how to get the Humble Scrap to make it. So we're not gonna make it. It is better than our current equipment right now. It has some fire element, it has Grin Sharpness, and it is 66 in both melee and ranged. Would be good if we could make it, but I really do not remember how to make Humble Scrap, and it's not going to be that useful. Just a small upgrade, because later on we'll just get way better weapons that don't require all that. Anyway, we're going to go on into Area 4. And we're going to go fight Khezu. He's up at the very top of the map. Take the little shortcut. No, these little Geop right here, they're not going to bother us. Go left here. It's Area 8, actually. So this is Khezu. He's blind. He has no eyes and he can't see. That means we don't get any theme music. He uses a sniffer to find us. He's gonna roar. And this guy has a pretty strong roar. I don't know if it needs high-grade earplugs. Doesn't really matter for cats, since your regular earplugs are just high-grade earplugs. But he likes to roar, and he likes to roar a lot. And it staggeres you for a pretty long time, though he's also stuck in place for a pretty long time, too. He's got electric as his element. He's gonna start shooting it off. With those little sparkles, try and back away, because he does have close range attacks that will get you if you are not careful. Gonna shoot those at out. Do not stay near his mouth when he does that, because he can get you, even if it doesn't look like it'll hit you. A little tailspin there. Try and hit his head. I think his back's also a good hit zone, but mainly his head is the best hit zone. It's on little... Oh no, I'm gonna get hit. Didn't get hit. Again, look at that attack. That is when you need to dodge out of the way. Sometimes he'll do it twice. I think he does that when he's mad. Probably thinking of a high rank version or something. See, he's doing it twice now. Okay. No, he's not doing it twice. He's just comboing it. Careful, because those paralysis spits can paralyze you. Paralyze you. Like that. So we're just going to stick to his sides and make sure he can't hit us. Charge those boomerangs for more range out of them. And those shots do spread out, so just be careful. Again, just stick close to him, but not too close where you'll get hit by his melee attacks. Had a little jump there. He has a little attack where he just kind of slowly steps forward. That means he's fixing to do a jump. He's just really liking those electric spits though. There's his little neck attack. He'll extend his neck forward and attack whatever's in its path, and that has a pretty big hitbox, at least forward. So just be careful. Dodge out of the way in case I would get hit by that. I'm getting a little greedy because that does last a little while, so just wait for it to end before you try and attack. And I'm not the biggest fan of fighting this guy. Again, no theme music just kind of makes it boring. Especially when he has a lot of health in the later ranks. It just takes quite a while. There's that little skulking attack where he jumps forward. I'm gonna try and go for a mount. It's a little bite he has. With that, throw a couple of boomerangs, then do chained it, but we did get the mount off, so it canceled his attack. And I'll hold there. And keep going away at him. Alright, now that he's down, move forward and try and do some boomerang spins on his face. The only issue with the boomerang spin is that it does move you forward. So especially on small hit zones, it can be moved out pretty quickly. Now he's going to fly away on his tiny little wings and go somewhere. I don't know where he goes. We'll see where he goes. Don't move. Okay, looks like he's going on into Area 6. We'll follow him there. Find my boomerangs before I get there, or at least my piercing boomerangs. I should have just waited. Alright, now that we're in Area 6, if you see the little electricity sparking out of his mouth, that means he is angry. He's going to be faster and start doing more attacks. You're going to try and dodge out of the way of that spit. He's going to roar. Can't really do too much about it, unfortunately. He's going to do a spark jump. I think he can only do that when he's in rage. So just be careful, because it is dangerous. He is a pretty dangerous monster. Especially if you're not careful. He's going to roar again. Keep us in place. Got hit by his little bite attack. It doesn't do very much, but it can just catch you off guard. Hit by the roar again. I'm not going to waste soothing rolls on that. It's just not worth it, especially since he can't really do much out of it. Just going to kind of stand there and do his electric attacks. Is he really leaving again? Okay, that was pretty quick. Hoping maybe that means he's low on health. Probably not though. He's probably just gonna be exhausted and looking for something to eat. Looks like he's going to Area 8 again. Yep. So we're gonna follow him. Now that he's landed, he's gonna sniff us out. And yeah, he's gonna start eating. That's what I thought. We're gonna use this as a chance to get some damage off if I can hit his head. Didn't get a flinch. If you can flinch them out of it, I don't think they stay exhausted. Well, I think it depends on the monster and how long they've already been exhausted. Gonna do a poison spit, or not a poison spit. I don't know why I said that. Fade our big boomerangs again and just keep wailing on him. I'm hoping he's fixing to die. He does have a good chunk of health. Remember the first time I ever fought this guy, I timed out. And then the second time I fought him, we were so close to timing out, but my cats had a poison weapon on them, and I don't remember from what they had it. But either way, he was poisoned and I had fainted. This was before I was like using boomerang cats and stuff. I was just using the regular melee cat with pretty bad skills back in Generations. But my cat had hit him with a poison weapon, and he had been poisoned, and whenever I fainted, I got sent back to base. But I guess the poison just dropped his health low enough that the Palico that I had at the time killed him. Which I thought was pretty funny, or, well, I didn't think it was funny at the time because I was just so freaking out that he had actually died, since it took me forever to hit him the first time. Again, he gives you a lot of trouble if you're using a melee weapon because he just kind of pulls out those quick shock attacks. We don't have to worry about it because we're a ranged weapon. Keep whacking that head, and he just really cannot do too much about us unless we get greedy. Do that little electric ones there. Again, you can tell he's mad because he's sparking out of his mouth. Whenever you get angry, you are invincible, so use that to avoid any incoming attacks. I don't think you're invincible if you do the furriest from your support move. We're gonna try and get some forward spins off. I get hit by that and I'm very low on health, so I'm gonna try and heal off with Soothing Roll. Also, my big boomerangs ran out, so we're gonna try and charge that up. Alright, that's good. This guy is weak to fire, so if we did have the Kut-Ku weapon, it would go a lot faster, actually, since it's already more damage than our current weapon. He's gonna fly away again. Hopefully he's weak now. Looks like he's just gonna go into Area 7. Yep, Area 7. But just again, not a very great hunt for ranged weapons since I just have such an easy time with them. I think he's just tired, so we're just gonna keep wailing on him. And maybe he's just close to death, I just can't tell right now. Fell over, we got a mount on them, so we're gonna go ahead. Whenever they're exhausted, your mount gauge starts fuller than it does whenever they're not exhausted. And same as when they're enraged. When they're enraged and you mount them, they'll start attacking more. We got that on him. We're gonna go ahead and try and spin into his head. Try and get him with that. Gonna do a little bite. Try and leave my shot on his head there. Just predict where his head's gonna go. We broke his head there, you can tell because it's scarred now. Don't get hit by that, okay. Just gonna kind of sniff now. That means he's enraged. I think he's gonna limp. Yep, he's limping now. I think he'll go into Area 3. I think it's called Area 3. Not 100% sure, but the den area. Yep, that's where he's going. Or we're gonna follow him. Drop down into Area 2 and then into Area 3 from the right side of Area 2. Alright, and here we go. Could have let him sleep, but I'm not too worried about it since cats don't have the best damage on sleep hits. Just gonna keep throwing these at him. He should be very close to death. Aim that at him. We're gonna iframe through that with our soothing roll. Just dodge around him. Try and get a spin off here. Did not get it. He's gonna be funny and use his melee attacks that have no effect on us. Dodge out of the way of that. Come on, bud. It's time for you to lay down. Didn't get hit by that, thankfully. I'm gonna do the jump again. I'm not sure if he does that 2 times in a row or that was just coincidence. Doing bots and stuff, and I think his attacks are electrified, at least from his mouth whenever he's enraged. Uh-oh, he got me with wind press. We're gonna try and dodge forward, and I get hit. I'm gonna check real quick, but I think our thunder defense is pretty low. Oh no, it's just 0. But yeah, those thunder attacks do a lot of damage. Again, just be careful. We were low on health though, so I guess that is partially to blame. Again, just try and go for that head. Don't get greedy. Whenever you dodge, your trajectory on your boomerangs is thrown off. Don't go away, dude. Please don't go away. Okay, he's just limping towards us. This guy, you could do a little quick turn with your boomerang aiming if you... Not sure of the exact sequence. Pretty much you start a charge, press the R button and turn around, or you turn around and then press the R button. Something like that. But it's pretty quick maneuver, especially if the monster just goes behind you. And there we go. That took quite a while, and it was very boring since there was no theme music. It's not a horrible fight. It's more interesting if you are a Blade Master, but we're not. So I'll see you back at the hub. I don't think this guy has any good equipment. His armor is probably good. No, I'm still using Mikhail armor, just because I don't like the look of the other stuff. But I'll see you back there. Alright, so once again, nothing of interest. We do have that one cat, which thankfully it will be useful later on whenever we can teach piercing boomerangs. For now, we're gonna get the quest from the rewards, I should say, from the quest granny, and then another quest from her. Quest for Popo Tongues. And since that Khezu took a lot longer than I thought it would, though I kind of did expect it to take a while, we'll call it here. Next time we'll be taking on that, if I can remember, the Royal Ludroth, and then some more of the key quests. Hope you enjoyed, and again, if you have any questions, please comment below, and until next time, bye.